I am so pissed. In 2025, you're still smiling and applying your blush like this, and when you stop, it looks like that. Under eyes are still creasing. Then you have not been listening to my makeup tips and tricks. I made a bunch of viral concealer tutorials and a bunch of viral blush tutorials. The problem is, nobody's watching them together. So this tutorial for once and all will explain how to conceal and blush at the same time smoother than the red flag you have been talking to. Here's a quick face map to show you where the concealer, bronzer and blush go on your face. Concealer goes here, here and here. A bronzer goes here, here and on the sides of your nose. The blush goes here, here, here and here, where the concealer and the bronzer overlap. Is your concealer, your blush, your bronzer layer. When you blend it out, the transition should be very smooth. Please take a screenshot because this will become memory, not over moisturize. Add a tiny bit of eye cream. Make sure you're very gentle. Apply foundation starting from the nose and taking it out, but do not add any under the eyes. I'm creating under eye dark circles for education purpose only. There are different color correctors in the market, from shades going from light pink all the way to peach and almost red. Depending on the intensity of your dark circles, pick a color. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade orange. Gently going to blend it on top of the dark circle, camouflaging it. Orange on the color wheel cancels the blue and the purple undertone. If you immediately go in with a concealer, that is probably the biggest mistake you're making, because of which the color corrector and concealer are mixing. Tiny bit of powder. You're locking in the color corrector ever so slightly, but if you add the concealer directly, unfollow me. If you have lines and wrinkles, this is not how you do it. Put the concealer on the back of your hand. Tiniest dot of foundation. Mix the concealer and the foundation. You don't need a full coverage concealer if you don't have intense dark circles. Press it in the inner corner in a controlled fashion. Go pee, poop, fight with your husband, walk your dog, but do not touch the under eye. The more it dries, the more coverage you get. Squint and see if you find any concealer settling into the lines under your eyes. If you remove this excess concealer from there, that will stop the creasing. Bring in the bronzer into the mix, but put it on the back of your hand. Pick it up on a brush. A bronzer always goes on the outer parts of the face. You have to create this transition on your face. So take the blush and add it where the concealer meets the bronzer. Here, here, and here, blending in a circular motion under the eye and then slowly transitioning it up. You go in with powders like this on a puff, you will immediately ruin the whole situation. When life gets tough, you skip the puff and pick up the brush. Even it out, press it under the eye to set the concealer. You're not shocking the concealer, you're saying, hi concealer, meet the powder. Then take the powder on the puff, press it right under the eye. Once the powder sits for 30 seconds, dust it off. Effortless flow of color from the concealer to blush to bronzer. See the smooth transition. You see the creasing and caking. On this side, you don't see that.